And SpiceMas Comedy Bash is back by popular demand. Saturday 17th August at the Trade Center in Grandance and Sunday 18th August at Deluxe Cinema Grenville, 7 p.m. both shows. Prepare to be swept off your seats as Grenada's ambassadors of comedy will flood the place with laughter. Robert White, Dillian Walters and Gregory Paul, Kareem Alexis, and a host of others outrageously funny people doing outrageously funny things. Get your $60 tickets on sale at Mitchell's Pharmacy Food Fair Complex Grandance, Gittins Pharmacy Wall Street, Gabriel's Pharmacy Pedmota, St. Andrew's Pharmacy Grenville, St. David's Pharmacy, Art and Soul Bookstore, Spiceland Mall, 3B Shoe Store, downtown St. George's, and go to Fed.com. Tickets for the previously scheduled Grenville performances are valid for both shows. Don't miss this final opportunity to enjoy a good Grenadian laugh at SpiceMas Comedy Bash, 17th and 18th August at the Grenada Trade Center and Deluxe Cinema. Get your tickets and come prepared to laugh.
Yeah. Welcome to Ride Along Live for today, Wednesday. A lot of volume mashup. Most of you guys that was involved in Carnival, they can't get up yet. Having a very unproductive day. And those of you who was watching, you're still feeling tired because there was so much to see, so much things. Your eye tired, your face tired, your finger tired. Welcome to Ride Along Live for today, guys. This is the Postmortem Conversation Part 1. We do intend to have at least 2 or 3 of these conversations where we talk about things and ideas that could be implemented to make the product SpiceMas Grenada Carnival, just concluded Grenada Carnival, bigger and better. That's the whole idea. That's the whole conversation. But this is one in the series of 3 that we're going to be having. Okay? And I'm still here. I'm still here in Grenada. And yeah, guys, that was quite something. Long past couple days. And we're going to talk about it all. So let me see if you guys, I should start it, right? I should start it. So add followers, everybody. Add followers so we can start the conversation. Lacey J, I see you. Lacey J, you wake up? You survived that? Big up. Tag somebody, guys. Tag somebody really quickly. Tag somebody really quickly and let us start the conversation. Today we have Mr. Ron Barry, who is our guest that's going to give his view on it. So much to talk about, guys. So much to discuss. Jack Chaitan, did I have fun? Samantha Latham, how you doing? Yes. Guys, we're going to talk about it. Thank you. Share, add followers, everybody. But keep in mind, this is not just my conversation, eh? This is a conversation that we all is invited to participate in. But I want SpiceMas and powers that be to look at this program and see if anything that we say here today makes any sense, right? There were some great moments, some spectacular moments. Victor Batson, how you doing? There were some exceptional moments. Some might say there was some not so exceptional moments, and some would agree that there was a lot of moments that that needs to be somehow relooked at in some kind of way, some kind of shape, some kind of form. All right, guys, we are wasting no time. Everybody add followers. Everybody add followers. Victor, you add followers? Just click add followers so you could add all your friends. You could notify all your friends. Everybody tired? Yes, everybody tired. I understand. I'm tired myself. I'm still recovering. Okay, guys, so let's go on. Yes, the one. So first and foremost, let me take this opportunity to big up and congratulate all the winners of Grenada Carnival SpiceMas 2024, right? It was indeed a spectacular carnival. I've been a part of carnivals. And this one definitely, on many levels, this one rate up there. In terms of the quality of music, the artists, this year I think that the music is bar none. There were so many great songs, so many great performers in the groovy category, in the soca category, also in the Calypso category. And I heard something this year that I haven't heard for a long time, especially in Calypso. I realized that a lot of Calypsonians started to actually go back into the studio and record their songs, and that is a plus, commendable. We heard much more Calypso songs on the radio. You know, this past we didn't hear much Calypso. It was more the artists, the Calypso artists. They all just performed their song, "Come the Mashgra," or the Calypso finals, and that's all we heard of the Calypso. But this year, guys, it was commendable that the artists are now going into the studio and performing and singing and putting out songs, Calypso songs, not soca songs, not groovy songs, Calypso songs. So that is to be commendable. Also, we saw a little return of extempo, which I've been begging for many, many years. I've been asking and begging for extempo to come back. So hopefully that is the start of where extempo could start back and the young could learn how to extempo. Hopefully it's the start of something big, right? Hopefully it could start of something big. This year, also we had history in the making where the queen, the carnival queen, we had Miss Seychelles Alves from Carriacou and Petit Martinique. She made history this year. She was crowned the national carnival queen, right? And let me tell you, this young lady is destined for greatness. Mark my word, I tell you, this young lady is destined for greatness. She have that look about her, just that gaze, just that eye contact, just that motion, just the way just her presence. I could see her going places. I could see her going far, right? At the same time, I want to congratulate all the contestants from that Queen pageant. They all did exceptionally great. Now, during the show, and we're going to start with the Queen pageant. We're going to start with the National Queen show. During the show, I understand that a lot of the contestants got criticized based on what they was wearing, based on how they move, based on how they walk. But I dare anybody that was criticizing these young ladies to even step 1 second in their shoe. Literally. Some of them can't even walk in high heels, period. No, they have to do this under all kind of stress. They have all this audience and expectation, right? These young ladies, they deserve all the accolades because the criticisms that they got even before the competition, they have to deal with that. They have to deal with expectation. They have to deal with family. It's so much stuff that they have to deal with. And some of them even had to deal with the fact that their house, their top of the house got blown out because burial was just weeks before, right? So they had to deal with all this stuff. How are you doing, Jennifer Myers? Jennifer, thank you so much, Jennifer. So kudos to them and anybody who was criticizing any one of these young ladies. I want you to step a second in their shoe. Just step a second in their shoe, and I bet you can't. But again, as I said from the top, this is not just my conversation. This is our conversation. And I'm opening up the phone lines early because I want to get your feedback on it. We're going to start again with the Queen Show. Call me up and tell me what your thoughts on it. While we wait on calls for people from followers, it relates to the Queen Show, I must also say that this year Carnival, it felt a little bit different to me. I don't know. I don't know. It seems as if Carnival was off to a slow start. Did anybody feel that? I mean, it seems like it was a slow build. It built up, and I think a lot of the expectation, a lot of the things that people expected was manifested. But there was a slow build up to the actual Carnival itself. Very slow. And I want to find out from you guys. What was your thought? And was that a deciding factor why you decided to come or don't come to SpiceMas? Build up too slow for you? Because I had a lot of people saying, oh, they don't feel in the vibe. They don't feel Carnival. Carnival don't really hit them yet. Carnival don't really touch them yet. They don't feel they're being a part of this. They don't feel they're spending that $2,000. Because yes, the flights, guys, was indeed very expensive. So was that a determining factor? And why do you think, what about the build-up you think could be done? So actually, that could have made it more of a quick build. Now, vibe is a thing, right? Vibe is the thing that you have to be inside of the thing to get a vibe. Because if you sit on the sideline a lot of times and you just look and you're like, oh man, you see right now, I ain't getting no vibe, you know. I ain't feeling no vibe. But in the meantime, if you take yourself and you go into an area, you start to feel a vibe because the music hits you, you start to get a little thing, right? But a lot of people complaining it was much more than that. Gabby is saying the organizers of Carnival need to wheel and come again. They need to make a U-turn, a revert, do a thing again. Let us talk about this, guys. The build-up and the Queen Show. Now, another thing, guys, another thing a lot of people have been talking about is the airfare. Lord have mercy on us. The airfare was tremendous. In fact, you probably could have fly to Africa and back. That's with the kind of airfare that a lot of people at the peak of Carnival, what he was spending. It could mean that Grenada Carnival is such in high demand that people would pay those airfare. The companies, the airlines feel like, you know what, they go pay it anyway, and they just jack it up. The airfare, it is beyond incredible. It feels like they're taking advantage of us. It feels like they know that we're patriotic, and they be like, you know what, you see these Grenadians and them, they're very patriotic. Even if we give them an airfare for $2,000, they're going to go anyway. Because a lot of people went. And there was a lot of people on the ground. But the airfare, Lord of mercy. Somebody need to tell the airline companies about that. Right. Andrea here is saying that the product need to match those extraordinary, exorbitant airfare. The airfare is through the roof. All you please have mercy, please. That is as a result, again, guys, that, and I know that for a fact. You see, GTA, Grenada Tourism Authority, they are made up of some of the best people on earth. I tell you that. The people at GTA, they work extraordinarily hard. Petra Roach, we have Dolan, and the folks at GTA. Because night and day, they are thinking about how to get more flights into Grenada, more frequent flights. And the fact about it is, the more flights you have coming in, is the more competition you have coming in. And of course, the airfare would not be so high. But the fact is you have a high demand time, which is Carnival. Hundreds of thousands of people want to come down to Grenada for Carnival. So the airline, they look at that, right? They look at that, right? So, but big up the GTA, because I know that the GTA is doing a lot. All right. So, the buildup is a problem. SpiceMas cooperation, I believe, one of the things that needed to be said, I believe one of the things that SpiceMas Corporation, the first thing, because we have to give the good with bad, the first thing that SpiceMas Corporation needs to do, from my perspective, is to really understand the landscape and understand where and how to push the product, Because I think a lot of time was spent, like for instance, preliminaries. And believe it or not, as much as people like to watch preliminaries and criticize preliminaries, the preliminaries are the start of the hype for a lot of people. Because they're seeing things. Though they're in the chat and they're criticizing and they're making all kind of comments. A song like, how much you paying to see the monkey and the tree? People hating that song. They say, what the hell is that? But Carnival time, I see people jam into that song on the road. So the fact about it is, you hear it for the first time, you have to train it to your ear. So what SpiceMas Corporation did in the beginning, which what I was very, very, very unsatisfied with, but somebody took that decision to do that, was to keep this content from being broadcasted far and wide through other media platforms. Now, believe whatever you want to believe, guys, but Grenada have some of the strongest media platforms. So what SpiceMas decided to do, which I think was a mistake, they decided to shut off the platforms and not allow any of the platforms to stream the preliminaries. Only view it on SpiceMas platforms. I think that was a mistake. That was a big mistake because you are taking away. First of all, SpiceMas platform is not the most popular platform. Like it or not, believe it or not. You have to do a lot of work in promoting their platform. And that is not the way that you think you'll get X amount of viewership or X amount of people to follow your platform. That is not going to add 100,000 people to your platform. I believe that SpiceMas not allowing all these other platforms to engage and to broadcast and to stream and to promote kill the vibe for a lot of people, because people just felt like they're not seeing nothing. Some people come to ride along to see certain things. Some people come to this platform, Party Grenada, and other platforms to see certain things, and they're not seeing it. When you come to ride along, you know preliminaries happening, and you can't see preliminaries, you'll be like, well, preliminaries are not happening. Because some people, like it or not, believe it or not, they don't know SpiceMas page like that. Right? SpiceMas did themselves, by extension. That's the first mistake, I believe. So advise you, SpiceMas, that you should keep this thing for yourself, keep it to your heart, don't let no other platform put this out, when indeed the other platforms are much bigger platforms with bigger reach. And on top of the fact SpiceMas decided to crunch this thing to their chest, they didn't even offer the post-broadcast of the event to the other platforms, so it would go far and wide. I believe SpiceMas think to themselves that by doing so, the other platforms, Ride Along and others, would make money from monetization if they broadcast these things. And I don't know who advised SpiceMas about that, but that was a mistake in judgment. It was not a smart move, because that was the start of where the vibes start to die. We're talking the things. That was where I believe the beginning of where the vibes start to die, SpiceMas. Put the thing out there. Secondly, to SpiceMas. I'll give you guys an opportunity to talk, but let me speak now. SpiceMas is charging or is somehow requesting a percentage of mass band fees, right? Or payments, of course, right? But what SpiceMas fails to understand that they are not in competition with the promoters. You are literally, SpiceMas, you are an investor, if you want to put it that way, into the product of Grenada Carnival. So every promoter, every mass band, every person who participates as stakeholders, and you are also investing. And you are vested as well because you're even taking a cut and you're even getting paid. So SpiceMas, why you fail to promote and push and share other parties and other events and other mass bands and whatever on your page? Or have a calendar of events that you then send out far and wide to let people know that this is the Carnival calendar. This is all that's happening for Carnival. But instead, it seemed to me, I could be wrong, but it seemed to me that SpiceMas Corporation somehow feel like they are in competition. You feel like you're in competition with the promoters. How could you feel? Why, if this one have a fete, that one have a fete, this one have a fete, this one have a party around the time, and you are vested because you get in your portion of the, why you ain't promote every single event that is geared towards promoting Grenada Carnival? Because, case in point, you, SpiceMas Corporation, the bigger picture is people are coming to SpiceMas. Even if they come to me as one event, at the end of the day, you are the biggest beneficiary. Because they ain't going to just come to one event. They might come down for my event, but end up going Soca Monarch. Then they have to pay how much time, that water spending. They have to put gas in the car. So everybody benefits at the end of the day. So they did themselves an injustice at the service by thinking and feeling that they are in competition with promoters. Share up the thing, create a calendar of event and promote every mass band on your page. Promote every event on your page. Because why? Those events are investing into SpiceMas. How are you investing into them? How is it that SpiceMas is investing into the promoter? More than just they pay you and you say thank you, they give you a receipt. How are you investing into the product of the promotion to help the promoter make a money? Because if the promoter make a money, everybody make a money. But somehow there is this thought that a band is making so much money, and everybody feels so, right? Everybody feel like, oh, this band is making so much money. But you don't look at how much money they spend into putting a band on the road. Let me show you guys a quick point. Guys, this year, I canceled my Monday night mass band. This year, text just came in. This year, I decided that I was not going to do Monday night mass. I opted out of Monday night mass. If you guys saw that I wasn't running no promotion, I wasn't talking about Monday night mass, I said nothing about Monday night mass after a period of time because I didn't like the direction that the thing was going, and I said, you know what? I'm not doing Monday night mass. I was this close, guys. I was this close. I already told all my fans and supporters that I wasn't going to do Monday nights. I didn't like how things was going. I just didn't like the vibe. I was this close to putting out a press release. And you know what happened? I spoke to a friend of mine, and she said to me, Junior, don't not do Monday night mass. And that was last week. That was a week before. She said, Junior, don't not do Monday night mass. Do Monday night mass and, do a benefit for Carriacou. Guys, it took me 8, 9 days to print, to ship, and to get everything down to Grenada to put together and promote a Monday night mass band. I didn't do my normal numbers because my normal numbers is 12 and 15 and 2,000 people in the band. I decided I was going to do a very small band because the time frame, Beryl came in and messed up everything. And I said, you know what, I will benefit something for Carrick and Petit Martinique. That was but I was this close, not doing nothing whatsoever. And that was as a response to what I saw, how I felt about the whole thing, my vibe, and everything just was not there. Hence the reason why I did not start to promote Monday Night Mass, not until very, very late down in the season, when a week ago, you guys heard me say that I was going to do the benefit for Carrick and Petit Martinique, and that's what we did. We did 350 packages. I normally do 1,200, 1,500 packages. So I didn't bust. I hear people say, oh, the boy band bust. Nah, I didn't bust. I didn't bust. That's the numbers that I put on the road. That's where I chose to put on the road. Between the time of the week and a half, 7 or 8 days, that was the time I could have gotten this stuff printed and packaged available to go on the road. And although the truck alone, let me tell you, the truck alone cost me, and it's costing me over $12,000. Over $12,000. So it's not a big money-making venture. I could have invested that $12,000 into something else, right? So the truck alone is costing me $12,000, but I decided to do it. So when you think about, oh, this promoter making X amount of money, people always look at it from that perspective. They tend to look at it from, oh, he making a lot of money. What about the money you lost? So I just lost about $15,000 to $20,000 on Monday Night Mass that I didn't want to do, but I still did it because I felt a way, because a lot of people who still want to play, a lot of our supporters who didn't want to play, and so I went forward with it. So I didn't bust. I hear somebody say, oh, look at him. Oh, look how he band dwindled down, dry down like Baji. No, I didn't bust. I didn't bust. I didn't bust. That was the numbers that I put on the road. I saved no cost. I got a trailer truck costing me over $12,000 that I took from my pocket, and I would take from my pocket and finish the payment. I ain't finished making all the payments yet. I had all my same staff. I brought in everybody that I normally brought in and work with and provide all the services and have all the drinks and paid all the drinks, truck and get all the, thanks to Clark's Court, he helped me out with the rum. Mr. Nichols, thank you so much. But we didn't have no sponsors. So when people think that, oh, they're making so much money and they're coming from foreign and making so much money, but you don't look at the investment that a lot of promoters are making and a lot of band leaders are making. So if you think that you could charge whatever, and SpiceMas, you know what I mean? Let me don't talk about that part of it. But anyway, when you start to think about people making money, or this person making money, think about their personal investment. Think about the loss that they incurred and the many, many losses that they will incur or incurred just for the sake of Carnival. Just for the sake of Carnival. And I would still, after the fact that I lost this money, I still would do what I have to do for Carrico and Petit Martinique and the folks affected. So when I hear somebody say, oh, I see him on TV, you only had about 200 people behind the band, and he bust. I didn't bust. I didn't bust. That is the numbers that I put out on the road. When I put out 1,500, I sell 1,500 packages. When I want to put out 3,000, I put out 3,000 packages. Ask Gabby, we had 2,500 people in the band. But it's not about me. It's about the thought that people think that you're coming in with this money and you're making so much money and you're taking all this money and you're going back, firing with it. That is stupid talk. All right? Nip it in the bud. That is stupid talk right there. So let's go back now. Let's go back to SpiceMas need to be vested into the events of Carnival. All the events of Carnival. Share the thing. Use your page to promote the events because you're already charging the promoters. You're charging the mass band. What are you doing for them? What are you doing for us? Right? It's not a competition, SpiceMas. It's an investment that you have in us, and we are doing this because SpiceMas and the people that run SpiceMas don't go and jump up in no fet. SpiceMas and the people who run SpiceMas, essentially, they don't go and wave a flag and a rag and jump up on the street. They don't invest the money that mass bands invest in to bring mass on the road. And the personal investment, the thousands of dollars that is spent, the thousands of dollars that is spent, and the thousands of dollars that you lose over time when you don't make back that money, you don't even intend to make back that money, but you do it for the sake of Carnival. That's the investment, and they don't respect that to a large degree. The pay-per-view. Barry, I'm coming to you. I see you right there. I want you to come in at the Carnival segment. The pay-per-view. Now, I understand the perspective of the pay-per-view. I understand the reason behind the pay-per-view. And I have to big up. You see Richie Oliver, you see TNR Communication, and you see the production, Nazim Benjamin, and every single person who stand in front of the camera and put out this this great product, this video for this series of days. Guys, these guys work hard. It is not an easy task. You have to understand sometimes that technology would fail at some points. These guys are not sitting there and saying, oh, they want to for internet to shut off or they want to have a problem with the pay-per-view. No. The problem is it might be the receiver, like the Tizik or whoever they stream to may have some software problems that need to be upgraded, and they might be from that perspective. But these guys are working hard to ensure that the thing look great, the thing look excellent, the thing look amazing. That is their job, and that's what they do. So don't criticize them. They are doing a remarkable job. But let me tell you my problem with the pay-per-view. But Junior, rain also contributed to the significant loss. I was not impressed, period, with SpiceMas. They don't think, okay, right. James, big up yourself. True, rain, it rained. Let me tell you my problem with the pay-per-view, right? And it's something that I've said many, many, many years ago. I'll continue to say it. I don't believe the product should be pay-per-viewed live. I don't support the pay-per-view, right? I don't support people stealing the pay-per-view either. If it's a product of the SpiceMas Corporation, whoever, we should not infringe on that. Don't steal the pay-per-view. I totally disagree with anybody who chooses to put this thing up on their page and steal the pay-per-view and broadcast it. I don't support that. But I don't support the pay-per-view. General context, general sense. Here's why I don't support the pay-per-view. For one, I think we are at a point in time here that we have to look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is the brand, SpiceMas, the brand. For a case in point, Super Bowl Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday is one of the biggest events for in sports, right? Billions of people watch the sport and want to watch the sport. Super Bowl Sunday, they hype, they come together and they watch the sport. But you realize something? Super Bowl Sunday is never pay-per-view. It's not pay-per-view. It's not pay-per-view. It's free. And you know how they maximize the financial gain from an event like the Super Bowl Sunday? With the eyeballs, with the people that's watching. So my request or my recommendation to SpiceMas as it relates to the pay-per-view, SpiceMas Corporation, here is two things that I believe that you should do. One, open up the pay-per-view, open up the broadcast of SpiceMas events for free. Here is how you make money. There might be platforms like myself and other platforms that are looking for rights to broadcast. You sell rights for a small fee. to these platforms who want rights to broadcast the event. Rights to broadcast. Rights to broadcast mean you are tagged as a sponsor or a media outlet to the broadcast. But it's free. Hundreds and thousands and millions of people would watch this broadcast. And just like Super Bowl Sunday ad, one ad on Super Bowl Sunday, guys, costs like about $1 million. I'm not saying to charge $1 million for an ad, but it's a premium event. You look at the sponsorship that you would get for an event that reaches over 1 million people. I guarantee you, 2 million people would watch Soca Monarch. 2 million. Wait, what going up there, so? We are. I see balloons. I don't know where that come from. I don't know where that come out. 2 million people would watch Soca Monarch. 2 million people would watch Monarch and events. 2 million. You don't have to worry about, hey, you, stop streaming. Hey, you, Barry, stop streaming the event. No. 2 million people would watch or more would watch Soca Monarch. What that would do? Two things. One, it would give the artists a bigger reach, worldwide reach, global reach, right? In areas where they never reached before. Two, you could charge more for ads, and it's not that difficult. You set up sales people in Canada or operational salespeople in Canada, in London, in Miami, in New York, and you task them with the responsibility of selling ads. If SpiceMas made $300,000 in ad revenue from pay-per-view, they could have made $600,000 more or $1 million more. But you believe that you're making more because you're charging on the spot. Listen, if that was the case, Mark Zuckerberg would have charged you to come on Facebook. Why doesn't Mark Zuckerberg charge a membership to come on Facebook? No. It's free, not free to everyone, you know. It's free for you to see, but someone have to pay for it. And that would be the corporate citizens all over. Not of Grenada. You're looking worldwide. You're looking at Home Depot. You're looking at KFC. You're looking at big organization that would title sponsor your broadcast. Title sponsor your broadcast starting at about 50, 60,000 US dollars to title sponsor the broadcast because you have 2 million, 3 million people potentially that would watch this broadcast. So forget the pay-per-view. Forget the pay-per-view. Forget the pay-per-view. If it's money you want to make, money could make. And it don't have to be through charging pay-per-view and then running down everybody. And I think it's essential. I think it's essential that the people who choose to buy a pay-per-view broadcast and restream it, they should be called out because you're stealing, right? You're stealing because you're thieving other people's things. But make the pay-per-view free. Make the pay-per-view free. You will give the artist more exposure. Jay-Z might be watching the thing because when more people watch, more people sharing, the whole world watching the thing. People will be like, what, Grenada Carnival gone so far worldwide? Imagine if me alone and Ride Along alone could get 250, 260,000 views on one little vlog that I do, me standing in here with you just like this. If I could get 300 and something thousand, I posted a video the other day, the video hit 1.5 million views. If I could do that alone as a broadcast, and you could take this product and stream it to all the major media platforms that want to get licensed to get that stream. At SpiceMas, and they have control of this stream going out. So they are the ones that are running ads to the platform and to the stream. You telling me that we can't have more than 3 million people watch this? Gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Do away with the pay-per-view, guys. It don't making sense. It don't making sense. It don't making dollars. It don't working. It ain't gonna work. Forget it. Forget that. let's move on. I want to talk about the Calypso. I want to talk about, oh, did I say, I have to say congratulations again to the Miss National Queen. We have, her name is Seychelle Alves from Carriacou. Big up yourself, you did a great job on that. So one SpiceMas, take note, please, don't come back with the pay-per-view. Don't do it again. Two SpiceMas. Get people on the SpiceMas organization, on the board, that understand social media is where it's at. Social media is where you need to centralize your marketing and advertising. Find someone who understands social media properly so that they know could target advertising. And you do have a team who create great ads, fabulous ads. It's amazing. It's nice. It's beautiful. World-class ads. But you don't know how to market the thing, how to reach people, how to keep a vibe, because you don't have the personnel, the person with the capabilities and the experience to show you how to do that. So someone needs to be in there, whether it's a younger person who is very social media savvy, but all those social media savvy. Whoever is in there, you are not social media savvy. Or whoever advising you don't really know too much about the social media savviness, right? So get some people who understand this thing and understand that that's where people reside. People are always on their phone. Eh? They're always here. They always reach them where they are. That is why there was such a slow start to the thing, because all you didn't advertise on social media. All you advertise on radio, but who in Grenada don't know Carnival coming? Who in Grenada don't know Carnival coming? Everybody in Grenada know Carnival is August. But your reach is bigger. Now, that's why I congratulate, and I thought it was such a great idea. My mic is kind of clicking. I thought it was such a great idea for the launch of SpiceMas in New York. Frances Purcell and the team. I thought it was a great offering. A great idea to launch it in New York, because you get people in the diaspora wild up for Carnival. I thought that was great. That's why I was a part of that. That's why I gave off my time. I donated a lot of my time to promote that, and I thought it was good. Check. It's my headphone I'm messing up, not my mic. Right. So that is a good venture. Continue with the broadcast, the launch. I think that is very good. But you have to keep that momentum. SpiceMas have to start going to the schools. What do SpiceMas do when Carnival over? I mean, I know they have a staff. I know they maintain a staff. I know they function as staff and they have a working team. And the Cultural Foundation, what does the Cultural Foundation do? What does SpiceMas do when they're not doing Carnival? The office is open. Why not go into the schools and get folks interested, get the kids interested? That's where you start, in the schools. Teach them little thing. Do things, right? And then there is a short period of time that SpiceMas just did. But what happened all the day, all the months and weeks before? While you sucking lollipop? All you doing nothing? Like, come on, you're still getting paid, right? You still have an office, you still have a staff. But use that time, because you know Carnival is in August. Like, come on. You know Carnival is not like surprise, like, oh shoot, when is Carnival? You know when Carnival is coming. Eh? Have events, more than one event for the year. You do an event throughout the year. Momentum of SpiceMas flying. You know, you can't be lazy about it, because you're still getting paid, I'm sure, the staff, right? So all you do thing, all you can just emerge months before Carnival, resurrect from the dead, and just say, well, you know what? Carnival coming, let us get into vibe. All you register all your money, pay all your money. You don't help the promoters and them to promote the event. You don't help the mass band players promote, the mass band leaders to promote the event. All you just want them to pay all you, pay, and then all you do what all you have to do. And like all you forget that the biggest stakeholders and the biggest investors are the promoters and the people like myself who lose money time and time again. But still, we have to give you more money and more money. Where the money coming from? Where the money coming from? If you don't help us, how we gonna help you? How we gonna help you? Eh? I don't know where you think we getting the money from. Because we register, and to register a small Monday night mass band, like my small Monday night mass band, less than 500 people, is $1,500. What are you doing for me? Like, what are you doing for me? Nobody get a trophy. Monday night mass band don't get a trophy, a thank you, a card, a hello, a little letter written on a blank sheet. You don't get nothing. We don't even get a thank you for participating. You just take the money, and what do? We don't even get a little mini trophy, like the little things like you buy for $5. We don't even get that, like a participation something, right? It is not encouraging. In fact, it is more discouraging to be a part of this. Not $15,000 to register. Sorry, no, not $15,000 for Monday night mass. 1,500. If I said 15,000, I stand corrected. It's 1,500 to register a small band. What are you doing for us? Like, what are you doing? Like, how? What is it that we're getting for that? You just want to take the money. Yeah, take the money, and then what? Then whatever happened with us, you don't care. Not even a recognition. You don't have a competition. All you know is somebody win. What they win? Because you move a glow stick left to right. I remember one year, I had 2,500 people in a band, guys. 2,500. And I still come last, right? Okay, I come last. I was the biggest band. That was 2-3 years ago. But still I come last, right? Why I come last? Nobody could tell me. What is it? What's the criteria? Like what? Is it who could move their glow stick left to right? Like, is it the size of the band? What is judges looking for? Nobody can tell you these things, eh? It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that none of these things are ever explained. So I do my own thing, and I hope they didn't judge me this year, because when I read the judges, we just gone. We don't want a little small self, you know. I said, we didn't boss. I did a small amount of packages, and I sold my packages based on the time frame. I had a week, and that's what we did. So we didn't boss. I had somebody say, oh, look at him, he dwindled down. I didn't dwindle down. The support is still there. People still came for packages. I didn't have more packages. So those things are problematic. All right, let me bring in a friend right now. We'll talk about a lot of other things, but let me bring in Barry. Barry, how you doing, my friend?
Good, Junior. Thanks for having me on the program.
No problem, my friend.
Yeah.
Now, Barry, you are a comedian, you're a friend, but I realized after speaking with you the other day, you have your head on your shoulder. You could analyze things pretty well. What's your thoughts on SpiceMas this year? Are you hearing me? All right. Barry, internet probably lagging there a bit, but we're going to come back to Barry, right? So SpiceMas, what are you doing for us? The structures have to be put in place to ensure that if we give you $1,500 for small band, are you helping me promote my band? Like all the broadcasts and the preliminaries and all that stuff. Why are you going to run my ads on that? I had to pay for that too? Like if I'm paying you $1,500, why am I paying you $1,500 for? And you don't even give me a little trophy and say thanks for taking part. Not like a little something and say, okay, here this and take that and whatever. Or thanks for coming or whatever the case might be. None of that. None of that. They don't have a small band no creativity, you know? Like a small band competition, or who the small band, or creative band, or the band with the best this, or the band with the this and that. No creativity in terms of the judging of anything. It's just, okay, this one win. How we win? Heaven knows. And I understand the glow stick thing is a nice thing, move to the left, move to the right. But when I had 2,500 people, I was the biggest band. And we move our glow stick left to the right, left to the right, left to the right. I still come last. So that is a problem that needs to be explained that need to be articulated. People need to understand that. Otherwise, it makes no sense. Like, I could invest in my business, right? I do this because I really and seriously want to invest in the culture. But it's not no interest of me to keep doing this. And then, you keep, being in a position where you're breaking even and lose. And don't believe, guys, because I said I have 3,000 people or 2,500 people in the band. Say, whoa, Junior make money, boy. Whoa, that boy make money, boy. Oh, they're gonna real. Watch, let me tell you something. You see this place? If you listen to some people, Jed, if you listen to some people, first and foremost, people don't even look at the fact that everything costs, And in my case, I could run a 300 band in Labor Day and make more money than to come down here in Grenada and consistently over the past 10 years and bring 2,500 people because the cost is so much more. I have to ship and I've been doing this consistently for 10, 11 years, non-stop. Patricia say I'm up in my feelings. I'm giving my perspective. I give you my perspective. So, hope you understand. So, let's talk about Calypso now. Let's talk about Calypso. This year, guys, we had some of the best Calypsos. I'm fuzzy. The video clarity is fuzzy. Let me see. I won't deny that, because the internet that I'm at. Anybody else see me fuzzy? Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I could check on that real quick. I'm very fuzzy. Okay. Let me see if I could fix that real quick. Right. All right. Let me see what happened in here. Okay, once you could hear me, you're good? Okay, yeah, damn, I look fuzzy, for real. The internet quality, guys, the internet quality. Sorry about that. So we had somewhat of an issue this year. And here's how I understood this to be, right? Here's how I understood this. And this is something that I'm going to be looking further into. Now, Innocent, one, congratulations to Innocent. This is his first time winning Calypso Monarch, and big up to Innocent. Innocent is a fellow broadcaster on GBN, right? So Innocent came and performed, and during his performance on stage, there was a problem. Some people said that Innocent had they had a problem with his mic, and the mic shut off on him, and it was some kind of issue that he was having with his microphone. Others said that Innocent forgot his line, and there was a problem there. But we'll get to that because, that's not the main thing I want to focus on. But in reviewing the tape, right, you would see when Innocent performed his second verse, it seems as like he didn't get to the third verse. But we'll get to that. That's not even my biggest concern, guys. And, if that is the case, then there's a cardinal sin in terms of in Calypso. But here's the problem that I have. Here's a major problem that I have. I have nothing to do with Innocent, because Innocent is innocent of this. The bigger problem is, guys, what I heard, and if this is right, if this is correct, there are a lot of questions that need to be asked where that is concerned. Now, I heard that right after that happened, an individual that is somehow affiliated and associated with the SpiceMas Corporation, then who is responsible for liaison with the judges? He went to the judges, and this is what I heard from first-hand sources, people that was actually there. He went to the judges and told the judges to score the performance as if there was not an error. Now, the judging area is a sacrosanct place. It's like cabinet. Eh? Nobody could dictate to the judge how to score. So I heard, again, guys, through very credible source, that this particular individual who is affiliated and associated with, and you're going to be hearing more about this because someone brought that to my attention and they intend to even speak further on it, that they were told, that individual told the judges that they should mark the performance as if there was no issues whatsoever. But based on the observation, folks that saw the performance, they came to the conclusion that is either one or two things happen. Either one, the mic shut off on the individual, or two, he forgot his verse. But then he came back and he sang the second verse without singing the third verse. So if that is the case, one, was it right for a particular individual to intervene and ask the judges, right? Ask the judges to then change or alter their scores and reassess the individual after the performance that was completed to whatever, because judge him not as if there was a mistake, but if there was no mistake whatsoever. I heard that some judges had to wipe out the paper and rejudge or re-input paper from what I heard. So this is something, guys, that is, Hakeem said, Junior, this has been happening. This has been happening for years, nothing new. I don't believe, I haven't heard anything like that before. Again, this came from someone, and it was shocking to me when it was told. So if this has been happening for a length of time, a long period of time, this particular person who is there, so you could kind of assume who I'm talking about. If the person was there, the individual, they was never put in that position any before. So it was a situation where they was put in where they had to reassess and rejudge the said individual. Now, SpiceMas, it is not hearsay. It is not hearsay. And I could guarantee you that what I'm speaking about, because this is not, I'm not just going to come up and just speak anything because I want to speak it. I'm telling you that some of the very said judges that was there, right, could attest to the information that I'm telling you right now. This is not me hearing this from Jack and Jill down the hill who told it to somebody else, right? If that is the case, SpiceMas have a lot of, I guess, questions that will be asked. And I believe probably in the next couple of days, SpiceMas will probably speak about this and answer the question as to the individual in question, what is the individual job description, and two, is that a normal thing? Right? Is that a normal thing where a said individual could dictate to the judges or to the judge or to any one of the judges. Because listen, I don't think even the prime minister could have come and tell the judge how to judge, or should tell the judge how to judge, or what to put on the paper. Because the judge is the own boss. The judge is the boss. You are sitting there and nobody could tell you. It's based on you, what you see, what you internalize, and how you feel. And if that is the judge's decision, nobody else. We're going to be hearing much more about this. Guys, I said that this would be a part 2. There will be a part 2 of this conversation. And in the part 2 of this conversation, I want to speak about specifically on the pretty mass, right? I want to speak about the deterioration of a lot of the pretty mass on the street. Like, I'm not sure if we saw Haley Murray and Associate, Andre Garvey and Associate, nice costume, beautiful costume, pretty costumes, very, very, very nice. They didn't do any much numbers either. I saw them, they came on the carnage. Their numbers wasn't that grand. And then we have, and I'm not knocking the big bands. The big bands, they invest, and kudos to you, bring more people to the country, and people spending money all over. But is that deteriorating, or is leading to the deterioration of the local bands, and what is being done to assist the local bands to stay afloat? Because if Andrew Garvey and Associate, or Helen Maria, or whoever of the local bands, if they come year after year and they are falling short, or they can't keep up to the pace of these bigger bands, sooner than later, they go throw in the towel. Sooner or later, they would say, you know what? I done. I'm finished. So in the next segment, hopefully I have better internet, and guys not gonna. Okay, Anika, it is alleged. All right, it is alleged. But again, you will be hearing a lot more about this in the very next couple of days or weeks, days in particular, on what I'm talking about. Hold on. Right. So in the next segment, we're gonna be speaking about that, and on the big front, what SpiceMas need to do. And my personal recommendation, again, my personal recommendation, it might be different from your recommendation, or things that you feel, but I think that since we all love this product so much, and if you have an opinion, there should be some consultation where people could bring recommendation. I'm very, very strong on the pay-per-view thing. You see that pay-per-view thing? I'm very, very strong on the pay-per-view thing. And I think that if there is a consultation, if there is such consultation, or at a time, a time when people should come forward and speak about how we should better the product, I want to be a part of it, and recommend that things like the pay-per-view, the pay-per-view is somehow fixed in some kind of way, shape, or form. So guys, this is part 1 of this interaction. In the next, I'll have a panel of persons that will give us more in-depth, precise, and probably even from a more factual base, because some of the things that I'm saying here, again, it's alleged and it's my opinion. All right, it's my opinion and it's alleged. But I believe, and we also had to speak about the road match as well. I want to congratulate Dash. Great performance. There was a lot of criticism to Dash, but I'm not going to get involved in that. Dash had a great performance in Groovy. In Soca Monarch, he won. Boise won. All of that we're going to speak about in part 2 of this, we call it post-mortem here. All right, so guys, I know you guys are going to enjoy part 2 because we have a more engaging conversation and the quality of the video might be better as well. Let's take a quick break and I got final words coming up. Don't move.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians! From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Spice Love Comedy Bash is back by popular demand. Saturday 17th August at the Trade Center in Grandance and Sunday 18th August at Deluxe Cinema Grenville, 7 p.m. both shows. Prepare to be swept off your seats as Grenada's ambassadors of comedy will flood the place with laughter. Robert White, Dillian Walters and Gregory Paul, Kareem Alexis, and a host of others outrageously funny people doing outrageously funny things. Get your $60 tickets on sale at Mitchell's Pharmacy Food Fair Complex Grandance, Gittins Pharmacy Wall Street, Gabriel's Pharmacy Pedmata, St. Andrew's Pharmacy Grenville, St. David's Pharmacy, Art and Soul Bookstore, Spiceland Mall, 3B Shoe Store, downtown St. George's, and go to Fed.com. Tickets for the previously scheduled Grenville performances are valid for both shows. Don't miss this final opportunity to enjoy a good Grenadian laugh at Spice Laugh Comedy Bash, 17th and 18th August at the Grenada Trade Center and Deluxe Cinema. Get your tickets and come prepared to laugh.
Today. Located inside Rider Excursion at the Esplanade Mall, we handle borders with speed and precision. For fast, quality t-shirt printing, call Instaprint at 473-422-1011. Get your perfect print today at Instaprint. Printing done in an instant. Here's Excursion and Tours weekly e-bike rides. Gather your family and friends for an unforgettable ride through stunning landscapes. Book your adventure today at ridersabike.com or call 473-422-1011. Don't miss out. Let's ride.
Yeah. I'd like to thank everyone for watching and being a part of our program here at Ride Along Live. And for all the true die-hard fans and supporters, you know, you really, you mean the world to me. The people that came out and support us for this amazing colors again. And anybody that come up to you and tell you we boss, say, no, we didn't boss. Amazing colors, it's the numbers that we put out there. We put out the numbers. That was our maximum amount of numbers. We didn't do 1,200. We did 350 or so, right? So that was our numbers, all right? But for the people who supported us and came out and played with us, you are the real MVPs. And we thank you so much. Next year, guys, I believe that there will be so much more that will be done if implemented early, and the SpiceMas Corporation take somebody's recommendation. I ain't saying everything that I say is right because, again, it's my opinion. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. They might come to me and say, he's just talking crap. That's fine. That's perfectly okay to believe that. That's fine. Unruly Boss said, Junior, no matter how you try to help people, how much try to help people will still find shit to talk about. Yeah, that's true. That is true. But no, you guys are the real MVPs. Thank you so much for being a part of our program, for sharing over the Carnival season. We did the Juve flyover. We did the did a little clip from the Monday Night Mass thing. We did some footage from the Carnage, and you guys looked at it. You guys shared it, and we appreciate you so much. Again, there will be a lot more to be said on this platform about SpiceMas 2024. It had to be put together in more than one program. It's a lot to digest. But we're going to continue because we love the country. I want to see it grow. We want to see the product grow. Catch you guys again tomorrow, right along live.
I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building and our future. So go out and play, folks, make it a must. You will see what the National Lottery is doing for us. When you play pick 3 cash flow and play with, the NLA will support you all the way.
Starting September 30th, Monday to Friday, these 3 games will be drawn mid-morning, 9:45 a.m., midday, 12:45 p.m., and evenings, 7:45 p.m. The National Lotteries, supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Sunday money.